just the Alabama OC.
Good evening, and welcome to Main Event Sports. My name is Rayvon Churchill, and I am with my man Dre Waters. We are sitting in today for Haven and Rashawn. Haven and Rashawn are out on location doing a couple of different things that are way more important than sitting here talking about sports. Today, right now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the 2022 Dirt Bowl bracket reveal. Dre,
Absolutely, baby.
what's going on, my guy?
What's going on, Ray? Happy to be here with you, man. Happy to be here discussing the Dirt Bowl and the playoffs, man. You know, Waters in the building, man.
Waters. We do have it right here, right
Absolutely.
in front of you. So go ahead and tell people about Waters just real quick.
Well, my name is Deshaundre Waters. Me and my family, we have a company called the Waters Family Bottling Company, where we supply, bottle and serve our own bottled water, man. We are Louisville. We're family owned. We're black owned. We are water for the people. Great taste and purified water, man. If you need us, catch us on Instagram at Waters. That's WATTERS. That's it, man.
That's what's up. So before we get into it, a lot of people have been talking about the Dirt Bowl lately. The Dirt Bowl has really been all up in the news. What are your thoughts on the Dirt Bowl? What's going on the last 10, 12 days? Let's talk about it, Dre.
I've really been, because I'm so in the loop, because I'm so Dirt Bowl, because we sponsor the Dirt Bowl, because my weekends are consumed with Saturday and Sunday being at the Dirt Bowl. I was kind of lost this last week, especially revolving around the events that happened at the Dirt Bowl.
Yeah.
Usually a safe place, incredibly safe place to be at. A lovely place to be at, a family atmosphere, a lot of entrepreneurs getting money, a lot of respect, a lot of officers out there. It was just tough situation that happened out there, man. I hope we could, get back on that forward positive trajectory in which we was on, man. But the last 10, 12 days for me, they weren't good, man. I had a lot of phone calls and people asking what's going on, and you know how that was. So.
Likewise,
Yeah,
a lot of fun every single day.
Every day.
Since that's happened, I've gotten a phone call from somebody who I really don't even know. And they wanted to, get my thoughts and my feelings on it.
Yeah.
And so I was all on the TV, all in the videos, all in the interviews last week. I was like Puff Daddy last week. I was like Puffy last week. So I had to fall back just a little bit because I had said, what I had to say. And, the biggest thing that I wanted to say is I'm going to reiterate once again, that was not a Dirt Bowl thing. That didn't even happen at the sacred grounds that's called Cornell Bradley Court or anywhere near any other vendors or anything. It was definitely unfortunate what happened, but that was a one-off, and we talked about it a lot. It's been in the local news. It's actually even been in some national news because you know how social media is right now and the internet. So people from all over have been calling me like, "Hey, man, what's up with the Dirt Bowl? What y'all doing? What's happening? What's going on?" But we are back this weekend.
Absolutely.
A lot of people has even been speculating that we were going to move it or wasn't going to be this weekend. So killing all the rumors, dead all the rumors. We are back this weekend. 20 teams, over 200 guys that participated in this year's Dirt Bowl. And today, folks, we are going to reveal the brackets, the tournament. People are ready to see, man, where do we play? What time do we play? Who do we play? Who's the number 1 seed, the number 2 seeds? We're going to get into all of that just a little bit. We have an hour. We're going to keep you for about an hour. Welcome to the Main Event Sports Show here on the Plug Network. I've been given the opportunity to come in and hang out and take the seat for Haven and Rashawn. They've done a magnificent job throughout the past 10, 11, 12 years. Actually, longer than that. They are really good dudes, and thank you so much for them for allowing me to come on their platform and talk about, basically whatever I want to. That's what they told me. Do me a favor. If you're watching on Facebook right now, or if you're watching on YouTube, it's a little button at the bottom of your phone. You know what I'm saying? Like a little button down there. It's on the left. Probably share. Hit the share button for me one time. We want to get a lot of people involved in this right now. We know a lot of people at the Run League right now too.
Absolutely.
The Run League is cracking. The
Definitely
Run League is dope.
competitive basketball.
Yeah, man. The Run League is where it's
Louisville
at.
basketball is on an upward trajectory.
I like it.
It's an upward trajectory, and I want to use that type of language to describe it because I like the way that it's going. The last couple of years, I wasn't feeling it the way the training was and how the game was a selfish game, but now it's revolving around team. A lot of competitive players, a lot of young, tough guys, and even those old guys.
Leave it to old guys. I gotta put this up here just so I can see a couple of. This is a Tank Brazy. You know what I'm saying? He's like, man, what's up, Raymond?
Yes,
What's up to all the people? Let's get it. What's up, Trap? We are here. We're going to get to the reveal shortly. What are your thoughts on this year's Dirt Bowl, Dre? Wait. So Dre, he was able to make his Dirt Bowl debut on the microphone
yes, sir.
this year.
Yes, sir.
Man, how did that feel to be on the mic, Dre?
How did that feel? How does the feeling continue to go? It'll be better, bro.
Okay.
Because I ain't even gonna lie to you. It's been great. It's been wonderful. Besides the fact that every Sunday I lose my voice until about Tuesday, learning how to talk,
Right.
like we was talking about, talking through the diaphragm rather than out of the throat. I used to say what I want to say a lot of the times, but you got to have that little censorship. I'm allowed to be myself. And the coolest thing about it is that people liked it.
Yeah.
That's what I play basketball for.
Yeah.
I play for myself because I love the game. But really, I play for the people who watched it, the commentators. My mom and them was coming 20 deep to Kentucky State games. It's impossible for me to go out here and look like a fool in front of my mom and 20 of my cousins. And that's what it is on the microphone, bro. It's exhilarating. I love it. I ain't even gonna lie to you. And the people talking to me about it, they like it, man.
I can't lie.
They like it, bro.
I can't lie.
Yes, sir.
You dope with it. So we had talked about this a long time ago.
Yeah.
Even back as far as like the Griff League when we were in the Griff Center.
In the Griff Center.
And I interviewed you one time after a game, and I was like, man, dude, it's tough on the mic. And I was like, man, if there's one guy or maybe two guys, I've always thought that you and we could match each other, or I'm not carrying you or you're not carrying me. I just felt that we could complement each other. And so it was a pleasure to give you the mic and be like, because Cornell, Cornell is 70 years old. And so he's a legend in the game. But one day Cornell is probably going to be like, you know what? I have no idea what day that is. He can go as long as he wants to. But then after that, who's going to be on the mic? You got me. I can't do 10 games a week. That's because, like you said, it's exhausting. You think that we're just sitting there talking, but it is mentally exhausting to sit there and talk. Yeah. No notes, no teleprompter.
That's freestyling every game with the pressure in the sun.
Man, it could be rough sometimes.
Yeah, it's like a basketball game. It's like the Dirt Bowl.
It's like the Dirt Bowl.
It's like the Dirt Bowl, man.
And not everybody can do that. Not everybody can get on the mic and be like Cornell or be as confident as Dre or know as many players as I do. So it's an honor and a privilege.
Absolutely.
When you have that mic, because you actually are entertaining people just as much as the basketball players, if not more.
For sure.
And so that holds a big responsibility. And the fact that you and I both are following Cornell, so we can't be lax. We can't be bums. We can't be bull. We got to get on there and we got to do what we got to do.
Absolutely.
What's up, Jaws? Shout out to Jaws. Shout out to everybody who's watching right now.
Jaws.
Don't forget, we appreciate all the people who are sponsoring us this year. This year, we've been sponsored by Aflac. And so what we want to do with Aflac is we want to get 4 people. We have about 2 weeks left. We want to get 4 people who are predominantly living in the West End, and we want them to be Aflac representatives. And then what we want those 4 Aflac representatives to do is we want those 4 Aflac representatives to go throughout West Louisville and get people signed up for their service. It's a wonderful service. It's not insurance. It's a supplemental insurance type of thing. And we're going to have them come down and explain some things. So thank you so very much to Aflac. And all my friends at Aflac for supporting us. Shout out to Mia's Miracle Aid. She's always there. Shout out to Dre and Dre's and Water's Water and everybody else who tunes in and comes down and supports us and who will continue to support us, because we knew that after the events of July the 10th, there was going to be some collateral damage, and some people were going to be like, "Hey,
I've been massaging it like slightly throughout the week, because there was a couple of old cats you was about to ask me earlier, like, what do I think of the Dirt Bowl? And I've been telling them, they ain't been down there for years. They be like, man, Dre, I own too much credit, come down there.
Yeah.
And then basketball ain't like it. I'm like, nah. See, the level of play has intensified. Like you said, there's 200 guys down there.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these guys are pros getting shots at overseas, Division II, Division I basketball players, or street ball players who are.
We have an NBA player playing this year.
Man, Ray Spalding.
Yeah, so Dre's doing like this because it's a little net flying around.
Yeah. He's tripping.
That's what he's doing. That's what Dre is doing right now.
He won't be on the game.
So a lot of talk about the dirt ball, but the level of competition is back. As far as the level of competition, before that, we were on our way to this being the best year that we had in the dirt ball in many years.
I must agree with you.
And so we can get back to that, though. We know, like I said, we knew there was going to be some collateral damage. Some people were going to be like, see, that's why I don't come down. And now people are like, see, I'm not coming down. But then we think there are some people who are going to be, there's going to be a curiosity figure about it. They're going to want to come down to check it out and be like, hey, I didn't even know about this thing. I didn't know it was still going on. So we welcome all comers. We will be back there this Saturday. The first game starts at 4 o'clock, 4, 5, 6, and 7 this Saturday. And then this Sunday, Dre, you got a long day.
Yeah,
man. We got 8 games. Normally we have 5 games a day. This Sunday we have 8 games. And it's going to be hot. So what you're going to need to do when you get down to the park is you're going to need to get you some water.
First things first.
Get you some water to keep you cooled off. It's going to be food. It's going to be festive. It's going to be basketball. And we're hoping that a lot of people come back and check it out and come through Shiny Park. Come through Cornell Bradley Court and see some of your favorite players, some of your favorite teams, whatever neighborhood you're from. We got our West Market team, a Newburgh team, two Newburgh teams, a Park Hill team, a Southside team, East End team.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We got it's a lot of guys that are playing, a lot of really good hoopers. And the food is good. The food is bad for you.
Don't forget about Smiles from the kitchen.
Smiles from the kitchen. They sit over in the corner.
Yeah. And $5 fruit bowls.
$5 fruit bowls. They're the only people that sells, anything.
With the watermelon.
Yeah, that's it. So look, Dre, we're going to get right back to it in just a second. Don't go anywhere. This is the first of what we're talking about today. But as soon as we get back, we're going to get ready to reveal the 22 Dirt Ball bracket brought to you by Aflac.
I'm Haven Harrington, host of Main Sports Show. Catch us every Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on the Plug Network Online. Stay plugged in.
Welcome back to Main Event Sports. I'm Rayvon Churchill. I'm here with my guy Dre Waters. We are talking about the Dirt Bowl today. It's the 2022 Dirt Bowl bracket reveal. The tournament is about to start this upcoming weekend, folks. 20 teams that battled it out all summer long. 5 games. Everybody played 5 games. We had 4 different divisions because we was like, hey, some of the better teams need to play the better teams, and some of the middle pack teams, and that's how it worked out. But then some middle pack teams played really good. Some teams that were upper echelon teams that we thought they didn't play good. So it was a very interesting 5 weeks, Dre. What are your thoughts on the 5 weeks?
High level basketball, high intensity basketball. Just because you are a big dog or your name was good in the dirt bowl for the last couple of years, don't mean anybody's going to give you anything. A lot of those guys come to Shawnee Park and they play every Sunday and they take it serious. The dirt bowl has been the dirt bowl. There's been a lot of crying and whining down there, but that's part of it. But everybody, everybody say they want to play tougher basketball. They say the youngest ain't as tough as us. And when we was coming up, but everybody's just sitting around there crying. Besides that, everything has been amazing. The drinks have been down there. The people have been out.
Yes.
The basketball has been very high quality.
Yes.
And especially when you go in the gym.
Yes. Yes.
When we got rained out and we had to go in the gym in Southwick, bro, that was some of the highest level dirt bowl basketballs I've seen in a while.
Loved the energy
Yes,
in Southwick. It was the everything.
The people,
the basketball, the people, you on the mic,
the energy.
Do you know? I gotta send you some of those pictures of you on the
No,
mic.
I ain't seen
I got
any.
some of you, bro. I'm gonna have to show it to you on the break. It's really good pictures, man. So, okay, so let's get right into it, folks.
Let's go.
Dre, I know you've been checking out the bracket, so I'm gonna tell you how we're gonna do it. We're gonna go from here.
Okay.
We're gonna go down just a little bit.
Okay.
So look, folks. Got some interactive kind of action here. This is a little different.
Yeah.
You know, this is a little different. You know what I'm talking about? What we're doing right here. We appreciate you tuning in right now. Don't forget, hit the share button for me real quick, please. So look, let's get right into it. I'm freestyling this right now. So
Let's go.
I'm going to call this bracket the Gary Ware bracket. I'm going to call this bracket the Big Gary Ware bracket up over here. And so we're going to announce, if you can see the bracket. Can you see the bracket right now? You can see the bracket right behind me. You can see there's one little bracket that's over there. We're going to announce that team first. That's the play-in games. So we're going to announce the play-in game, and then we're going to announce who the number 1 seed in each bracket is. You good, Jay?
Yeah. I'm with that.
Cool.
Play-in game.
Let's get started. So with the first play-in game in the Gary Ware bracket, we have Algonquin Park at 0-5. Algonquin Park at 0-5 on the season. They're going to be playing Who's Next. Who's Next comes in at 2-3. Dre, what do you think about that game?
Good game. Probably not one of the most intense games. But if Who's Next don't come to play, they won't be playing in the next round.
Oh,
because Algonquin's 0-5, but they've been picking up here a little later, towards the end, and they had a close game, if I'm not mistaken, their last game.
They did.
So
they did.
So and Who's Next is known to, choke a little bit.
Ooh. Shots fired. Okay, so and I've been saying that Algonquin Park is going to win one. Would this be the time that they win one? And they're going to be playing Saturday at 6:00, Dre.
Saturday at 6:00?
6:00.
Okay.
This game is going to be Saturday at 6:00 at the park. And the winner of this game gets to face GOC. GOC comes in at 4-1, Jay. They won their first 4, lost their last game. Jewel Park beat them in the last game. What do you think about GOC being the number 1 seed?
Are they the number 1 overall seed?
We didn't have a number 1 overall seed, which is the way that the brackets came down.
I'm with that.
You like that?
I think GOC is probably, when they got all their pieces intact, they're the number 1 or number 2 team in the league.
Yeah. So when it came down, Neighborhood Unc and I, this is not just mine, Neighborhood Unc and I, we talked about this. We went back and forth on where some teams should be, who should be a 1 seed, who should be a 2 seed, who should be here, who should be there. And we came up with our 4 number 1 seeds, and we thought that GOC was definitely a number 1 seed. And like you said, when they have all their guys intact, they are one of the better teams in the Dirt Bowl. And let's keep on going with the Gary Ware bracket. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Unity Soldiers coming in at 3-2. The Unity Soldiers, they're going to be placing Just Hoop. Just Hoop comes in at 3-2 as well. Polo the Don, the league's leading scorer, ladies and gentlemen, at 24.3. I believe that's what he's averaging. What do you think about this game?
This is going to be a great game. It's going to be played at 2 p.m. So both of these teams need to get all of their people there, and it's going to be really hot. But that's going to make it a really good game because Unity Soldiers have a lot of basketball players.
Yes, they do.
On their team.
Yes, they do.
The Unity Soldier has a lot of basketball players on their team, and they should not be taken lightly. Outside, indoors, wherever. And just who that. I love Polo. I love Enrique, man.
I love Enrique.
I love Enrique.
Yeah,
man.
Enrique,
He's a basketball player. He's a basketball player.
And then they have J Love, and then they have D-Man, E-Man, my bad. Man, they got a couple guys.
Yeah, they definitely
do.
And
they played a pretty decent schedule, too. So that's going to be a tough one. I don't know who's going to win that game.
The spread on that about 2-3 points.
The spread on that one is going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Let's go down to the bottom, folks. And then in the bottom half, we're going to call this the Dominique Denning bracket. This is the Dominique Denning bracket. Rest in peace to Dominique. So all the people that the brackets are named after, they are no longer with us.
Absolutely.
So former Dirt Bowl greats. This one is the Dominique Denning bracket. And then the play-in game in the Dominique Denning bracket, Dre Waters, we have Q with the juice.
Mm-hmm.
Q with the juice comes in at 1-4. But they have a couple of guys that represent the South Side.
For sure.
Maine is an absolute terror.
For sure.
South Side Twine, 7th Street Twine. He reps his people to the fullest.
Yes.
And then the playing game, Q with the Juice is going to be playing Gutters Revenge. Gutters Revenge, folks. They come in at 3-2. Dre, what do you think about this game?
Gutters Revenge scored 82 points.
Yes, they did.
In a Dirt Bowl game.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the season.
They scored 80 twice this year.
And that shows you what type of peril Q with the juice could be in.
Yeah.
Outside, hot. Now Maine is a good player. They got 2 or 3 good players. You know, they got 2 or 3 good players on their team. But if Gutters Revenge can put up buckets, and those boys is in shape, they run. That's a team that plays outside.
Shout out to Buddy. Buddy has his guys.
Buddy
he has his guys rocking and rolling a little bit.
Man.
They started off hot. And then they cooled off a little bit. Then they've been kind of missing some guys. They started off the season. I think they had 12, 13 guys on the team. I think the last game they only had 6 guys show up. So it was like battle of attrition a little bit with those guys. But then that's the play-in game. And the winner of that game, ladies and gentlemen, they get the mighty East.
Mm-hmm.
The mighty East end, ladies and gentlemen, coming in at 3-2 on the season. I think they had the hardest. Well, not take that back. They have one of the hardest schedules. One of the hardest schedules on the year.
Absolutely.
And then when people see the mighty East on the up end, they're like, "Ooh, I want those guys."
Yeah.
And then so they have a target on the back a little bit.
Absolutely.
Montre, I think he had 27 in the first game, and then they added a couple guys. Not added them, but they had some guys on the roster like Davon Sloan.
Yeah.
He may have the dunk of the year when we was in the gym. Ooh-wee. It was like that, folks. It was like that. I don't know if he'll be here this week or not, but they have a couple of guys with Wayne and Troy, and Queese, and Quill. I like Quill, and like Quill's been balling this year.
I love
Twan has been balling this year.
Twan always balled.
Twan's tough.
I love Twan, and not to mention Twan I think he was the player of the year
in his conference. Yeah, so
grades and everything.
Yeah.
He's a college graduate. Quiz is a college graduate.
Yeah.
Davon Sloan, a college graduate.
Yeah.
Jarrell Taylor. So we got a lot of
college graduates.
Yeah,
I like in the East End, they have championship pedigree.
Absolutely.
They know how to win
for sure.
And then you have Levon and Snot on the sideline. Then you have one of the best Dirt Bowl fans ever, and Tim Dog. It's my guy.
Dog
What's up,
Pound?
Tim
What's up,
Dog?
family?
Dog Pound. What up to him? So it's going to be interesting. And then in the bottom half of that bracket, Dre, we have Business as Usual at 3-2. Business as Usual at 3-2, another former champion, and they're going to be going up against No Struggle, No Progress. No Struggle, No Progress comes in at 1-4, but don't let that record fool you, because they have guys.
Yeah, they definitely have guys. They've been struggling, so maybe now will be the time for them to get some progress.
I wonder if Mo Grinner is going to come back, because they do have Rel Taylor. They do have 25 to life.
That matters.
They do have Rich Homie Quan.
That matters.
They have a couple of guys that know how to play. No Struggle, No Progress could pose some problems for Business as Usual.
Absolutely. And they've been struggling. So it seems as if it may be the perfect time for them to, up the ante a little bit.
And then you also have Business as Usual with Gary Biggers.
Gary Biggers.
They have the reigning MVP and John. Tyler St. Julian. They have Tim, Bud Light.
A lot of basketball players.
Drake, Kate. They have a lot of guys over there. And they've been in the Final Four, I think, 4 of the last 5 Dirt Bowls.
Yeah,
so
this is just business as usual.
Business as usual.
It's literally what it is. business as usual. They got cohesiveness. They got championship pedigree. They got basketball players and their friends.
And their friends.
That matters.
And it's hard to get on that team. They don't have people coming and going on that team. A lot of roster turnover. They probably have the exact same uniforms every year. I think Tim collects uniforms. He takes them home. He puts them down in the basement every single year.
Absolutely.
And they haven't even upgraded on the uniforms, but it's working for them because they continue to be an outstanding basketball team. They may have had the hardest schedule. No week games for business.
Not any.
And they shouldn't have any week games
because
they are business as usual. They're 3-2. Can we go back up to the top a little bit? Let's go back up to the top real quick. I want to look at the top of this bracket. I think I like who's next against Algonquin Park.
For sure.
I don't know about Unity Soldiers and just who.
I'm gonna jump out there in situations like this this is when one player can matter.
Polo.
You can be an X factor.
Polo. But Unity Soldiers has Jordan.
And I agree with you. But big moments. Enrique's there for him.
He's there for him.
He's not going to shy away. He's going to shoot that shot, even if he's missed 9 shots in a row. Even if he's missed 9 shots in a row, he's going to get back on defense. He's going to try to get a loose ball rebound. He's going to run and save it, jump over the fence. Those things matter. Intangibles.
So, okay, I will reveal this. GLC was they were the number 1 seed.
They deserve it. I agree.
They were the number 1 seed.
Off the eye test and everything, I'm with it.
I know some people are not going to agree with that because they lost the last game. And
I know.
So we'll talk about that on the other side, right?
Absolutely.
So still looking at it, I like GOC versus Just Hoop, and I like GOC to come out of this bracket. We'll talk about this on the other side. This is Ray Vaughn. This is Dre. On the plug, coming right back.
I'm Haven Harrington, host of the Sports Show. Catch us every Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on the Plug Network Online. Stay plugged in.
Welcome back. I am Ray Vaughn. This is Dre. We're sitting in for Haven and Rashawn. Shout out to Haven and Rashawn, the host of Main Event Sports, the world's most dangerous sports show. They're off on assignment right now, and they let me come in and hang out a little bit, host for a little while. And tonight I wanted to bring in my guy Dre. So we are 3 of the people that you may hear when you come down to the Dirt Bowl for the playoffs. Of course, you have the legendary Cornell Bradley, who is the official announcer. He always has the last game of the day, as he, deservedly so. And then throughout the day, though, you might hear me and Dre a little bit. We're just a little bit different from Cornell, a little bit younger. And so our energy is just a little bit different, but he's still the same old Cornell. So we got into the other half of the bracket, the first half of the bracket. So now, Dre, let's go to the other side of the bracket. So in the play-in game, 2 teams I think we'll call this the Howard Duncan.
Howard Duncan.
Howard, Mr. Duncan, he just passed recently too. So we'll call this the Howard Duncan bracket, the Howard Duncan region. And then the playoff game, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Island. Neighborhood. What up, Neighborhood? The Island comes in at 2-3 on the season, and they will be facing the Chosen Ones. The Chosen Ones, 1-4. They're on a 4-game losing streak, Dre. What do you think about this game? The Island and the Chosen Ones.
I think the Island gonna pull this one off. I like the Island. The Island is the younger Newberg
group.
A little Marshall now.
Marshall and Devin.
Yeah.
That group.
I love the two little brothers. I love little Devin. I love the way he play. If he get going, it could really be bad for him. Chosen One's been on a 4-game losing streak, and
they got white chocolate though. I like white chocolate.
I love the little guy. I love
Bradley. I like Brad.
Absolutely.
I like Bradley.
But one thing about them, this is when in basketball, I'm always on the side. I'm always by them selling waters, or they always buying waters for me. So I love the young brothers for that. They always supporting, but they don't have a coach, which means their team don't have an identity. And in crisis time, they never avert a crisis.
Yeah.
They walk right into it because
do.
they don't have a coach.
They do.
Nobody to call a timeout.
Yeah.
Subbing personnel. They'll implode, and it's gonna be hot outside.
Yeah,
it's easy to implode.
Yeah. Those guys play Saturday at 5:00. Chosen Ones in the Island Saturday at 5:00. Right now, I think I would have the Island favorite by 6.5.
All right.
We'll revisit this. We'll see who's playing. Right now, I'm thinking I like 6.5. The winner of this game, though, it probably doesn't even matter who wins this game.
Nope.
The winner of this game faces, ladies and gentlemen, Jewel Park. Jewel Park, the number 2 overall seed. They're coming at 4-1. They just knocked off GOC, though.
Absolutely.
The number 1 overall seed. So I already know somebody's going to say, well, why is Jewel the number 2 seed? So we went to strength of schedule. Who lost to who? Jewel Park lost to business as usual, a 2-loss team. GOC lost to Jewel Park, a 1-loss team. And then they didn't have all their pieces. A couple guys were late. But still, it doesn't make any difference. In that particular game, Jewel Park outplayed GOC. I think they led for 37 of the 40 minutes of the game. So they deserve to win that game.
Absolutely.
That's why they're the number 2 overall seed. They played a tough schedule with Jason. I like Twin. I like YB.
Yeah,
I like Peanut. I like Shamar.
Yeah.
Javen.
I like Jason Rush.
You like Jason Rush?
I like him as the coach, man.
Okay.
He brings
He's so
the fire.
intense.
Yes, he's really. It's the way he played basketball, and it's the way as a coach, sometimes out there in the dirt bowl, that's what you got to be.
That's what you have to be.
You have
The man
to.
was so intense last week, folks, that he ripped his shirt, polo style shirt, ripped it off Hulk Hogan style. And I'm talking about, man, he had so much fun, you would have thought that he was playing. He comes in, he's drenched with sweat.
Typical Rush fashion.
Drenched with sweat, you would have thought that he was playing, but he just so into the game. So Jewel Park is the number 1 seed in the Howard Duncan bracket. And let's keep on going down. And on the bottom half, ladies and gentlemen, Dre, you go to announce this team.
We got the young fellas, man, all 18 and under high school team in which I have the magnificent pleasure to coach YNT. That's young and turnt. And let me tell you, these little boys are turnt, baby. They turnt, little big bro. I love them. They got energy. They got passion. Most importantly, they believe they could do it. When they come off the court, they're like, they can't really hold us up. Like we ready. What's up?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They texting me on Thursday. What we gonna do? Where we at with it? You know. And when they come to the timeouts, whether we down or whether we up, they want to continue going. They love the atmosphere. They love being down there. You know, the physicality is different.
I love that.
They playing against
Yeah.
grown-ups.
Yeah.
You know, not little. You know, these are grown up bodies.
Grown
These
men.
guys used to do what y'all wanted to do. They don't want to be embarrassed by no high jumping little boys. So they introduced to all of that. And as of lately, you know, they've handled their business.
They are. They're 4-1.
4-1.
They
man.
won 2 games on the last second shot.
Yeah, man.
Relly Cleaves is
Big dog.
raising his status amongst people. People always come down, man, who is dude?
Absolutely.
Marcus is playing like a veteran.
Uh-huh.
Kelron, Frost, Shantae, I love your
Sheen.
guys. Sheen, even though he hasn't played all year long.
I know, man. Won us that last game, man, but he been out of town and doing all
Doing his
types of
thing.
stuff.
That's what
man.
high school kids do.
Absolutely.
So once again, like Dre said, a new tradition we're gonna start here. Actually, it's not new. We're gonna rekindle an old tradition of one team just full of high school kids.
Yeah.
So every year, as long as I'm involved with the Dirt Bowl, there will be a team full of high school kids. And speaking of that team, they're sponsored by the African American Wellness Agency. So shout out to my homeboy Kamari Wooten. What you got to say about that?
Shout out to K. Woo, man. It's my guy from Kentucky State. A lot of people don't know
Go
that.
Bread.
Absolutely. We played basketball together 2004 to like 2007. He's a year older than me. That's my bro, man.
Go Bread. So talk about what's going on August the 6th.
Man, August the 6th, man, we're having the African American Men's Health Walk. Down here on 30th, right at the Norton's Health Pavilion, at the track. They're coming in here, man. They're bringing music, they're bringing festivities, they're bringing our type of party for our type of people. They're focusing on the health of the men in the community. What they talk about us as men, as black men in Louisville, man. They saying that our life expectancy is around 55 years old.
Ooh, come on, that's too low. That's well below the national average.
The national average is supposed to be like 70, but
70,
in the zip
yeah.
codes in which we live in Louisville, they saying that the average for a male's life is 12 to 14 years more.
And we can do better, and we're gonna start that on August the 6th with my friends K. Wooten, the guys from the African American Wellness Agency. We give you more information about that.
Absolutely.
That's the day before championship game. So August 6th, August 7th, Super Sunday, a lot of really good stuff that's going on in the community, in the neighborhood. You know, that's what me and Dre do anyway.
Absolutely. Man.
So who's your team facing, man? Keep on going. Who's your team facing?
Man, we're facing the Trail Blazers, man. Team Trail was running for mayor, Chartrell Hall.
Chartrell Hall,
yes,
what's up, homie? What up, homie?
Respect, man. We love it. I love those guys. Team full of really good guys.
Yes.
Chartrell was a really good basketball player. He's been trying to get his timing back. I don't know if he's gonna get his timing back in time to deal with the guys that I got coming at him this weekend. So
Okay, Trail. Shots fired.
This
Trail,
my
Carlos, guy. Both the Qs. You know what I'm saying? What y'all gonna do?
What's popping, man?
What y'all gonna do?
We down there, man. But with respect.
With respect.
Because Los is a basketball
Los is
player.
Tough. I love Carlos Mitchell.
Yes, sir,
That's my
man.
guy. I like Carlos.
Yes,
Shout out
sir.
to them. Shout out to all the guys. Do me a favor, hit the share button at the bottom. We want people to know about the Dirt Bowl. The Dirt Bowl is not canceled. It is not being moved. We are going to be in Shawnee Park.
Sure.
I have talked to Mayor Fisher and Chief Shields a couple of times in the last 10 days. And we've had some positive conversations about doing whatever we can do to make sure that the Dirt Bowl goes forward. But we also have to make sure that we take responsibility for how we handle ourselves
always
in Shawnee Park as well.
Always. That's one of my things. And as an African American individual, as a black man, it's from the hood. I don't never want to air our dirty laundry out to other people that's listening, but us as black individuals, we kind of understand who we are and how we move, man. And I would like us to take responsibility for our stuff.
Yep.
It don't mean nobody can do anything to us, but amongst us, we got to keep it real with ourselves and we got to handle our part, man.
So if you come down this weekend, please come down, have a good time. But please know that LMPD will be there. And if they are not there, there won't be a Dirt Bowl. So you have to figure out what. I feel like there's a time and a place for everything. That's all I'm gonna say.
Absolutely.
There's a time and a place for everything.
Absolutely.
And then so being a Dirt Bowl organizer, I know how much that we need the Dirt Bowl. Let's go down to the bottom half real quick. We don't have, you know what? Yeah, let's go to the bottom half real quick. In the play-in game, we have Redemption coming in at 2 and 3. And Redemption's gonna be playing against Get Money coming in at 2 and 3 as well. Both of these teams are former Final Four teams and played in the championship games. And I know Get Money's won the championship. I believe Redemption won the championship in the last 10, 15 years as well. I know they've been in the Final Four.
They both are shells of them old selves, both teams.
So, okay, let's move on. So the winner of Redemption and Get Money, they will play Park Hill, folks.
Yes.
It was really hard. Park Hill is the number 3 overall seed.
Spot.
It was really hard not to have them at the number 1 seed because they won 4 in a row.
Yeah.
And the game that they lost to business as usual in the first game, I think. But they didn't have Binky.
which matters.
They didn't have C3.
Which matters.
They didn't have Ray Spalding.
That most definitely.
And they didn't have young DJ Avery.
Okay, everything matters.
So if you don't have 4 guys, then in the games that they played since then, Park Hill looks outstanding.
Outstanding, tremendous. I tell you what matters. Of course, Ray Spalding matters. We're not even going to. Of course, we know that. That's a given. Binky matters.
Binky matters. Real quick, let's get to the bottom real quick because we got to get back on the other side of this.
Absolutely.
On the bottom half of that, we have Newburgh, the other neighborhood. They're coming in at 2-3. They're facing the 4100 Hustlers versus 4100 home team. They're 3-2.
Mm-hmm.
Newburgh, the toughest schedule this season.
Sure.
They've had a couple of guys who came. I know that Don has been battling some Achilles injuries. He's not really looking like himself. That's a tough bracket right there.
That's definitely a tough bracket.
That's a tough one. Park Hill, Newburgh, any one of those teams can win it. We're going to come back and talk about this side of the bracket when we come back. We're here at Main Event Sports, the most dangerous sports show. It's brought to you by Aflac today. I'm Ray Vaughn. He's Dre. Come on back.
Peace.
I'm Haven Harrington, host of Main Event Sports Show. Catch us every Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on the Plug Network Online. Stay plugged in.
Welcome back. You are watching the Main Event Sports Show, the world's most dangerous sports show. Shout out to Haven and Rashawn. They're out today. And so your host today, my name is Ray Vaughn Churchill. This is
Dre Waters, the Waters Family Bottling Company.
That's right, man. So welcome to the 2022 Dirt Bowl Reveal Show. What's up, Don Johnson? I see Don Johnson is officially on the telecast. So, Don, I know you're playing with Newburgh. I see we just revealed it. So, Don, you guys have 4100 this Sunday at 3 o'clock. I mean, it's an ugly start time, but we had to have 8 games in one day. It's going to be tough. Somebody had to play at 12, and everybody couldn't play at 7. So, unfortunately for Don and 4100, this week they play Sunday at 3 o'clock. So we have. Let's get the whole bracket back up here. Well, actually, let's talk about. We're going to still talk about the bottom half of that one bracket that we just left. So Park Hill. I like Get Money because bro has been playing some good basketball.
For sure.
I like Get Money. Get Money is gonna need to go rob the bank to have enough money to beat Park Hill, I believe.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I don't believe they have enough money to beat Park Hill. So I have Park Hill moving on in that bracket. I think Newburgh has won 2 in a row. They've looked really good as of late.
And one thing about them, they're gonna play some defense and they're dogs.
Yes.
They have time. They have trouble scoring every once in a while, but outside it's not going to matter because Richard ain't going to shoot too many shots anyway. To the rack,
To the rack.
and they're going to play D.
Every time to the rack.
To the rack.
This is what he does.
Yeah.
But I think they're champions though.
Yeah.
So Tyrell Means is on that team.
Yeah.
He's the champion. He's trying to get 3 in a row. Don Johnson trying to get 3 in a row. Project Pat.
Project Pat.
Brother. He's trying to get 3 in a row.
Absolutely.
So they have people on their team who are champions. Dre. And that's why I think Newburgh is a scary team.
Absolutely. They definitely scary over in that spot right there. The Newburgh and Park Hill game, which I believe both of us believe is going to be.
I believe that's going to happen.
Yeah, I believe that's going to happen, and it'll be a close game, and they're very scary for Park Hill, even though Park Hill's a really good team.
Yeah.
Really good.
I don't know who all will be available in that game.
That matters.
Yeah. Ray Spalding did say he would be here. DJ Avery did say that he will still be here on that weekend. So that's going to be an interesting game.
Absolutely. Binky and Kilo,
Oh, and this just in too. We were originally going to take next weekend off because of West Louisville Appreciation. They normally take 2 days. We just found out less than an hour ago that Sunday is available.
Oh, yeah?
So we are probably going to schedule games for next Sunday. We're probably going to have Elite 8 games next Sunday.
That's good.
So that could be a really good Elite 8 game.
Absolutely.
Next Sunday, Park Hill and Newburgh.
That's really going to be a good game.
That could be a good one. Prime time game.
Sounded like it.
I like that one. So let's put the whole bracket back up if we could, please. So once again, welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. If you are at the Run League, tell us the scores. Who's balling at the Run League? Get us some information right there.
Please.
What's up to everybody who's tuning in? My guy, my co-organizer, the guy, he wants no part of this being in front of the camera. Tommy, shout out to Tommy. He's on the beat.
What up, Tommy, baby?
What's up, Tommy? So Tommy, what you think about the bracket? So you can take a look at the bracket, folks, right there. I need you to share this for me real quick, please. Just hit the share button, a little small button at the bottom of your device. Hit the share button so we can let everybody know that the Dirt Bowl is back. We are going with having games this weekend, folks. So, looking at the bracket, folks, I like okay, so
what you picking for? I ain't.
Let's go from the top. Let's go to the GOC bracket. Okay. So GOC was the number 1 overall seed. You know what? We haven't even revealed one bracket yet, have we? We did the East End.
Yeah, we did it.
So GOC is the number 1 overall seed. Jewel Park was the 2. Park Hill was the 3, and East End was the 4. So if you were wondering why, well, GOC has the easiest rap, and that's because they were the number 1 overall seed.
And that makes sense.
And it just makes sense.
I mean, they earned it.
They earned it.
Yeah.
Jewel Park, though, I like Jewel Park coming. You know what, though? You guys can beat Jewel Park.
I think we can.
And I'm not just saying it because you're sitting right here.
No, for sure.
You guys can beat Jewel Park.
That's what I was contemplating.
But Jewel Park can also beat you guys, too.
They definitely can.
So I think in this game, that's definitely going to be the one game where it comes to youth versus experience.
For sure.
Because you got some experienced guys on the other end.
Is it going to be the legs or is it going to be the head?
Yeah. Which one is it going to be?
Yeah.
And the way that you guys are in every game. What was the one game that you guys lost? You guys lost to Park Hill.
We lost to Park Hill.
You guys lost to Park Hill.
It was a close
and it was
game.
in that game until about maybe 6-7 minutes to go, and then they kind of pulled off a little bit. And they were in that game. I don't know. Jewel Park?
Yeah.
But then the Trailblazers are probably looking like, wait.
We're here.
We're here.
Yeah, with respect.
The Trailblazers have won 3 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
They're adding guys who have been on the roster all year long, but they're starting to show up.
Yep.
Matriculate, come on down. Like you said about Chartrell, I like what Chartrell brings to them.
For sure.
I like what Carlos brings to them. I think that game was a toss-up for me. But I think in my heart of hearts, I think I am going to go with Jewel Park to come out of that. I think I'm going to go with Jewel Park. Some people might go with you guys. I think I'm going to go with Jewel Park to come out of that one. The bottom half of that one, Park Hill, Newburgh.
Park Hill and Newburgh, man.
That could be the game of that particular round. That could be the best game of the Elite 8 round.
And Ray Spalding is going to matter if he's there or not. is going to
Ray
matter.
spotted against Don.
Yeah.
That's good.
And that's going to matter for Park Hill because I think it's a tougher game. Even though Binky and all those guys, they could pull it out without Ray. But with Ray, they could pull it out without Ray, but without him, it'd be a lot tougher game. It's gonna be intense. It's gonna be high level basketball right now.
It is. It's gonna be good. It's still anybody's game, as somebody said. Ken Weeks and McLaurin. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you everyone for tuning in,
Absolutely,
man. Dre,
man.
thank you
Appreciate
for coming
it.
out and tuning in.
Thank y'all for inviting
and
me.
thank you for Main Event Sports and the Plug Network for letting us come out and talk about the Dirt Bowl. Now let's go to the other side real quick. The East End. I think Q with the juice. I think Southside, they can play with the East End for a little while, but their problem is they run out of gas at the end because they depend on Jermaine, the former Iroquois, scoring great for so much. I think he's the second leading scorer in the Dirt Bowl this year behind Polo. He's a dog. I like the East End.
I like him even over business as usual.
You like the East End over BAU?
Yeah.
So you got East End going to the East End. So will the streak be broken? Will business as usual not make the Final Four for the first time, it seems like, in decades? Will business as usual and Gary Biggers and Tyler St. Julian and Bud Light, a couple guys, and the defending MVP John, will they not make the Final Four this year?
Ooh-wee.
That's a tough one.
It's definitely a tough one.
That's a tough bracket.
And it seems as if we only picked all number one seeds. I mean, but this isn't the NCAA final. There ain't 68 teams in that.
68
so,
teams.
you know, the likelihood of those number ones getting to the championship, being that they were immaculately picked, I should say.
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
Thank you so very much.
did a great
Thank
job.
you so very much to Neighborhood Unk. He helped us with this as well. Richard said we beat Park Hill. We win it out. Yeah.
And I want to reveal something about Rich, man. You know. I don't think he gonna be. You know, I don't think he gonna ring my head or nothing, man. But I was in the car a couple of weeks ago, and I was on the phone with a guy, and Rich was on the phone, and he said, "Man, I'm gonna show these guys that I'm the best in the city. I'm gonna show these guys, you know, of course, withstanding the pros and all that. Like, there can't nobody do nothing with me. Watch what I tell you."
Yeah.
And Rich was on somebody else's FaceTime. But I end up grabbing his FaceTime, and I'm just like, "Hey, bro, I heard that right there, Rich, and I believe you can do it. Let me see.
Let me see.
Let me see."
So when Rich gets his mind, so you have Rich and Reggie and Tyrell and Chucky and Don. Man, they are.
And B,
they
a bunch of dogs. A team full of dogs, man.
I really do like them. They can beat Park Hill.
They absolutely can. They could beat anybody.
They can beat Park Hill. Park Hill can beat them. I think if there's one team, one number one seed that doesn't make it, I'm going Park Hill.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
I'm going with Park Hill.
I'm going with YNT over Jewel Park because I believe in us, first of all, and the main reason. And then, so I'm going with YNT over Jewel Park, but I also think that Newburgh is in peril against. Park Hill could be in peril against Newburgh, like Newburgh.
I like Newburgh. And business as usual can beat the East End too.
Yeah. I just don't think nobody up top can beat GOC.
When GOC is fully loaded, and that's why we thought that they started the season out 4-0. They played a really, really tough schedule. Dez has done a really good job recruiting again. He has brand new flip-flops this year.
Yeah.
So the flip-flop game was good with Dez. They have really nice jerseys. So
somebody get him a job.
They
Anybody
got Don,
need a recruiter.
Yeah, so they John. They have Don, Gibbs. Coffee.
Raekwon
the chef. Raekwon the chef. That's really good.
Top two guards in the league. I like Raekwon and Binky.
That's gonna be good. Man, you know what, Dre? It's almost over, dog.
Man.
Like, I need y'all to share this a little bit.
Please.
Because this is the 2020 Dirt Bowl Bracket Reveal Show. We're gonna post the brackets online. You can go ahead and get a copy yourself. You can talk about it a little bit more. spread some good news about the Dirt Bowl and what's going to happen in Shiny Park this upcoming weekend. And we're going to finish it out on August the 7th. August the 6th is going to be some Final Four games. August the 7th, we're going to have a women's game, a legends game, a kids game. It's going to be really, really cool. We're teaming up with Goodwill. So once again, thank you to Main Event Sports. Thank you to the Plug Network. Thank you to Haven and Rashawn. Thank you to Andre. My name is Ray Bond. Omni's right over there. We'll be back next week. We're out. Have a good week.
Thank you. Peace.
I'm Haven Harrington, host of Main Event Sports Show. Catch us every Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on the Plug Network Online. Stay plugged in.